What's up YouTube? It's Flickora FPS here. In today's video, I have a really cool start to a new series which is called Reddit Rate Your Setup. In this series, I made a post in the Reddit community thread asking for fellow fingerboarders to post their current or past fingerboard setups. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate them from 1 out of 10. And what I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be tallying which brand of trucks, wheels, and deck each person is using. So at the end of the video, we can see what brands are the most popular. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Really quickly, guys, before I start with this video, I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys who made a comment of your fingerboard setup in my Reddit post. Without you guys, this video would not be able to be made. So I really appreciate you guys posting your setups. I'm surprised I actually got a lot of comments in that post, so I will be making a part 2 of this video in the future. So join the Reddit Fingerboards group, and if you see my post, drop your fingerboard setup below, and hey, you might be featured. So without further ado, let's get on with it. For the first submission of the Reddit Rate Your Setup, we have a submission by Zaki Chan. He is currently riding a devised regular mold, dynamic trucks, and lab micro wheels. I really like this deck, and I don't know if that's a sticker or if that's the actual graphic on the deck, but I really like that graffiti look of the graphic. As well as if you guys look at the trucks, they're very worn in. So you know this guy's pretty experienced fingerboarder, so I would rate this a solid 8.5 out of 10. For the second setup of the series, we have a submission by Is Being Dylan. Dylan is currently riding a Knife Englishman 34mm KB2 mold with standard dynamic trucks with green base plates and these really beautiful Pyro Performance glow-in-the-dark wheels. I don't know if you guys have ever seen glow-in-the-dark fingerboard wheels before, but I can tell you from seeing this post, this is my first ever time seeing that. And with him having a knife board and those being really sought after, I have to give this a really high rating. So with this rating, it's going to be a solid 9.7. For the third submission, we have a submission by background_map_8577. What they're currently riding is they're using a Catfish Barbecue 34mm blem deck with gory grip tape as well as dynamic trucks. For the trucks, they're using Pipsqueak Super Soft Bubble bushings, and for the wheels, they're using Pipsqueak FO wheels. I really love the graphic of this Catfish Barbecue deck. I personally never was able to own this deck, but Catfish Barbecue is one of my dreams fingerboards, I guess you could say. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to get one, unbox it, and show it off to all of you guys. But for this rating, I would give this a solid 9.8 out of 10, just because Catfish Barbecue is one of my dream fingerboards. For the fourth submission, we have a submission by Big Tendy 420. He actually submitted 2 fingerboards for this. The first one would be the Magic Doll, which is a couch pilot mold with dynamics and gambit wheels. For the other one, we have a Funeral Co. has some older leaf eyes and has Aptric Mega Bowl for the wheels. I really like the Funeral Co. deck just because it has the board rails. Both of these setups look very clean and kind of have those boxy kind of bowl wheels, which I really do like. I like those kind of wheels. So for the first deck, I would give that a solid 7.8, and for the Funeral, I would give that a solid 8.8. For the fifth submission of this video, we have a submission by 2DRO. He also submitted 2 fingerboards for this. So the 2 decks are 2 awful setups, Dynamic and Pyro mini tablets on the left, and BRTs and Ill Pill Streets on the right. This guy has a really cool kind of theme with his decks. He likes that black and white kind of theme with those white wheels. I really respect that, and I really do like both of these decks. So with the one with the dynamics, I would give that one a solid 7.8. And with the one with the BRTs, I'd give that one a solid 8. My bad, I forgot to add one deck for a submission by 2DRO. This is a setup that he recently just built, so he just sent it to the thread. It's a 29mm dynamic teacup deck with 29mm dynamic trucks and Blue 79 wheels. I started on tech decks which were like 26, 29mm. So this is a huge throwback kind of fingerboard to me. I actually have my Homewood 29mm deck right here, which has, I think this is back in 2015 or 2016 I got this deck. But just for the nostalgia, I gotta give that a 10 out of 10. Just because it's a 29mm deck. And it's kind of rare you see people run 29mm decks with this day and age, just because that's kind of old school. So with that one, 2DRO, 10 out of 10. For the sixth submission of this video, we have a submission by Is Being Dylan. He submitted a knife Lineham mask graphic with an KL2 mold, 32mm BRTs, flat face team bushings, Oak Celebration 12, RV 2V, white/banana wheels. This is a really cool kind of setup, and it has a really cool theme with it. Has that white and yellow kind of theme. He has a lot of really great parts on it, like the oak wheels, which is really cool. He has the BRTs, and he has the knife deck with the flat face team bushings. So honestly, this is a solid setup. This guy knows what he's doing. This is a solid 9.9 out of 10. For the seventh submission of this video, we have a submission by Fishy Dorito 16. They're using a board kennel Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 34mm popsicle deck. They're using blue and white Bull maple wheels with Black River 34mm trucks in the 3.0 version. I really like the color and style of this deck and the Bull wheels. And he is also making 3D printed obstacles, which is really cool. I've actually never really seen a 3D printed obstacle before, so it'd be cool to see in person. But for this specific setup, I would rate this a solid 7.5. For the second last submission of this video, we have a submission by Maintenance OK 6823, and their setup is literally everything Temu. Personally, I would only get a Temu setup if you're getting started into the hobby, obviously. So you're not really spending a whole lot of money to get into fingerboarding, and you're still getting a somewhat decent complete. So with that, I'm going to give this one a solid 5 out of 10. Now for the last submission of this video, we have a submission by Romulator 401K. He submitted 5 decks. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 decks. So the first deck is, I can't even really pronounce that name. But it was on the Flatface website. It was one of those mystery Pokemon decks, where it's kind of like the real life deck where you can either get like the gold or the silver, things like that. So this guy got the Charmander, which is really sick. I would give that one a solid 8.4 out of 10. For the Slush Cult X Blind Bag Complete, I would give that one a 6.5 out of 10. For the Slush Cult Little Helpers deck, 36mm, damn. That thing is huge. I would give that one, I really like that graphic. It's actually super clean. That's like a 7.9 out of 10. For the Sorry Fingerboard, I would give that one a solid 6.6 out of 10. And for the Yellowwood, with Willy 34mm deck, with X5 Tiffany Chrome 34mm wide trucks, this pretty much just looks like a full-on Yellowwood deck with a whole bunch of Yellowwood stuff. That one, for the last one being on here, that one's going to get a solid 8.4 out of 10. Oh my god, guys, I'm so silly. I totally forgot to record each and every single brand of things on each setup, like I said I was going to, but I didn't, so I'm very sorry for that. My bad. But just really quickly off my memory, I'm pretty sure Dynamics won for trucks. It was either Dynamics or Black River trucks. For the wheels, it was Pyro wheels. And for the decks, I would say they were more knife decks than knife or Catfish Barbecue, more than anything in this video. So I'm really sorry I didn't do it this time. This is just a really rough one I had in my mind, but in the next time, in the next video, I will definitely have that all noted and jotted down. So my bad. Sorry, guys. And with that, guys, we are going to be wrapping up this video. I'm really sorry if I wasn't able to get to your setup in this video. I will be making a part 2 and part 3 of this series, so make sure you guys do subscribe, like, and comment, all of that good stuff, so you guys don't miss any videos. I am really sorry again, because if I were to do every single setup that was posted, I would probably be here for around 3 or 4 hours. Just because I had over 70 comments on my Reddit post for these setups. So again, guys, if I didn't get to your fingerboard setup this video, I will definitely be either in the second or third video part of this series. So until next time, guys, flick on, Flickora out.